Hey Libra, welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose. These are general readings, so we take what works and we leave what doesn't, as with everything. And if I don't catch your wavelength on this reading, go check your other major placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. And we're going to start with an intuitive vibe here from the Oracle Mystical Moments deck. And then we're going to move into the tarot deck. What is this deck? What my tarot deck is called Ethereal Visions. We'll move into like straight tarot reading. But this just gives me an intuitive little vibe here. Oh, you see something. You see something nobody else sees. Uh-oh. This is funny. This is a funny combination of cards. Phew. Okay, well, oh sunny day, you have a vision, you see something nobody else is seeing. It makes you very happy. You feel very good about this. It's a little bit magical. You have a little bit of a magical vision. In some ways, you come across here as part bride, part widow. So both some sort of loss that's maybe showing you this, and some sort of commitment as well, some sort of new beginning too. Those two things are meeting, and somehow you're getting a vision there. We have Eva as well. Eva, let's talk about Eva. She's just not quite what she seems. She could be lying. It could be someone lying to you, someone concealing something, keeping something from you. It could be you attempting to display yourself as much more than you are, much better than you are. She looks like a flower in this garden, but she's a snake. I can't say that snakes don't belong in this garden. Snakes are a part of nature, and they have some symbolism of eternity and wellness. The only problem here is something isn't quite as it seems. And I don't like this card because it doesn't tell you what. It doesn't tell you, is this a person? Is there a person here that's not quite as they seem? Is this a situation, a contract, a class, a job offer that's not quite what it seems? And who's lying? Are they lying to themselves first? Does Eva think that she is a flower? Does she believe fully that she's a flower and she tells you that she's a flower? But in fact, she's a snake. Like, what is this? It's just something isn't what it seems. And this is a very disconcerting message, so I hope we get some more clarification. Just something isn't what it seems. I don't want to necessarily attribute malice to it or ill intent. There's just some sort of deception going on here. And it could be self-deception, and it could be coming from inside, coming from outside, intentional, unintentional. It's just kind of this nebulous something here isn't quite right. Maybe keep asking questions, dig a little deeper. Asking questions before, looking a little bit more before you leap. Asking questions. Yep, getting some clarification on things. One of my favorite ways to catch, my young kids when they were younger lying was to just keep asking questions. I would know they're lying, but, if you're willing to lie, you're willing to lie about lying. So there's not much point in saying you're lying. At least that's been my experience. I don't know. Maybe other people get the, oh, yeah, you're right. But I just get continuous lies, especially from children. So you just keep asking questions until they trip themselves up. And then, you have to ask questions when you're not trying to trip them up, because otherwise that's just dumb. Like, they get the formula, and then you're going to ask questions of them, and they're going to be like, yeah, we know where you're going with this. Never mind, we're not answering your question. So you have to have like a real relationship with them. You can't just be asking questions only when you think they're lying. So you're seeing something, you have a vision, you see something, and yet also there's something here that you don't see. So that's what I think was so funny about these two cards coming out together. This is you seeing something. You have a vision that nobody else can see. And then there's also something that you don't see, that's not clear to you, that's not true or honest or exactly how it is. And that's why I find these two so fascinating together. They're both about vision. One about confused vision and deceived vision, or, not understood vision, not clearly understood. And one is about a far-reaching vision that only you can see. Maybe only you can see this vision, but it's not understood by others. No, I think there's something here that you don't understand too. I want you to have this oh sunny day, this bright, hopeful vision, and not have it tainted by this possibility that part of that vision isn't the way it seems, isn't what you think it is. Maybe so, that happens. All right, Libra, here's your past, here's your present, here's your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Holy moly. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, this Eva card is playing in big right now. Okay, so in your recent past, you have this King of Cups energy. This might have been a love offering or just somebody in your life from your past that was very emotionally balanced, a lot of emotional maturity here, able to use their emotions as just another sense, another source of information from which to make decisions, you know, to override those emotions or to listen to them or what these emotions are telling them about any given situation. So the King of Cups is very emotionally mature. He has everybody's best interests at heart. He was looking towards the future, and he had a beautiful loving cup in his hand. A lot of emotional maturity here, probably a lot of intuition too, really able to handle even the most tumultuous emotions with grace and ease. In your current situation, we have communication. Lots of communication, possibly fast-moving communication. All right, dear Libras, my phone had a little moment. And right as I was talking about communication and communication issues, my phone cut out. So in your present situation, you have this 8 of Wands. This could be a lot of communication, and there's definitely a lot of communication going on right now, especially during text. So this is a check your mail, check your email, check everything, kind of double check all of your communications, check your messages, and this could be just a lot of communication happening, which as a Libra, I am very daunted by because I have been recently overwhelmed by too much communication on like literally 15 different emails and platforms. And so lots of communication in the present moment. I guess I am experiencing that. So lots of communication, possibly some miscommunication, and here we're seeing this here too, this possible miscommunication, something that has not been clear or something that's not quite what you think it is. And this could be better than you think it is. You could have thought like, oh, okay, they just said that because, you know, they have to, and that was the polite thing to say, but they actually could have meant it, and you took it as like casual when they meant it, or maybe you took it as they meant it and it was actually casual. For example, something that, you know, I just feel like it doesn't have to be that heavy as far as like being deceived. However, the rest of this reading is a little heavy, so we might take that in the heavier meaning. Okay, what's at issue here is this 10 of Wands. Something not at issue. What's here in your inner landscape is this. Where did my brain just go? Oh my gosh, communication issues indeed. This is the 10 of Pentacles, as you can clearly see, and I can clearly see. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and this is in your inner landscape, your hopes, your fears, what you're thinking about. This is about family money, and this is about inheritance. This is about rewards for work. This is about inheritance and rewards for work, and family legacies. And the family legacies can be about habits that you learned from your family or beliefs and ideas that you learned from your family that have been passed down. So the 10 of Pentacles usually has to do with money, the fullness of money, as much money as can be gotten from a situation, as can be produced by a situation. It has to do with abundance, and an abundance that allows for a legacy to be passed on. So there is some thought about a legacy being passed on, about rewards, about money, and about an ideal financial situation. You might be thinking about what would be ideal for me. What are my ideal numbers? What's my ideal budget? Something like that is on your mind here. And there is definitely, I'm seeing some reward. So you're thinking about rewards for good behavior, maybe inheriting. There is like something I'm just seeing a good boy here. There's this dog here getting a pat on the head. And I think that that's a little bit on your mind, something like that, some sort of pat on the head. But this could be you visioning for, you know, what kind of legacy you're going to leave for your family or your kids, and having that vision, you know, the vision of the far-reaching inheritance and legacy here. What's at issue is a Tower moment reversed. So Tower moments reversed the way I want to see it, though, is that in the Tower moment, and the upright is a lot of truth, a lot of understanding coming in, something being dethroned, somebody being revealed for who they really are. There's a whole dethroning process, someone being thrown off of their perch on the tower, and something being revealed and understood, and it kind of shakes up your world. The Tower reverse to me has two interpretations, and I'll take the one first that is coming through to me simply because we have this card right here. Something hasn't been revealed that should have been revealed. Something hasn't been exposed yet that should have been exposed. Some truth has not come in. There's a Tower moment that needed to come in and just simply did not. Something has not been revealed. Something has not been exposed, and it was supposed to, by now at this point, be exposed and revealed. The other interpretation for a Tower reversed is things coming together very, very quickly. This is in your what's at issue column, and the Tower reverse can also just be the Tower, but in a little more sudden, a little more unexpected. I guess there's three interpretations of the Tower. So it's at your issue. So something very unexpected and unusual, toppling your world, revealing something to you. And so it can be the same as the meaning in the upright. It can be this other meaning where it's not come in yet, this revelation, this understanding that really rocks your world and shakes things up. And so there's that possibility. And then another possibility I'm seeing here is the something coming together very quickly. However, I don't see that as being an issue. Maybe it is. Maybe something comes together so quickly and so fast that it does create an issue. That can happen. The rocketing, rocketing fame, I'm not necessarily seeing that here, but, sudden people winning the lottery, I'm not necessarily saying you're going to win the lottery, but winning the lottery has a terrible track record for mental health, bankruptcy, all sorts of things. It's not, it's a mistaken, it looks like a boon, but it's a boondoggle is what it is. It's not actually a benefit. So it could be something good happening so fast that it creates some issues for you. In your environment, though, we have the Devil card in your environment, and this is Eva. So this is telling me that there's somebody in your environment that's not being honest, that's not being true. There's someone around you that has some deception. So normally the Devil card is... it can be any of those things that the devil is known for, one of which is the deception. I think it's interesting we have the Devil card and then we have the Snake in the Garden card here, hooking into our mythology, Judeo-Christian mythology of the beginning of shit going sideways here. So you have some sort of and this is something that wants to separate you from your path. This can be obsessiveness, addiction going on around you. It's anything that separates people from their true path, from their path of heart, from listening to the conscience within. Anything that is separating you from that connection to your higher self. So there's something in your environment I think that's this devil energy, this deceptive energy, because we're getting Eva here. And then I think some sort of revelation was supposed to come in or is being withheld. And there's this deceptive energy in your environment. I was just saying how much I hate lying and deception because I can feel it, but I don't always know why someone's deceiving me. Sometimes the reason they're deceiving me is something I would never be upset about. So I don't know. All I know is that they're trying to deceive me, and I don't know if it's to harm me or to protect themselves from a perceived threat. I don't know why people do it, and all I can really sense is that they're deceiving me. And I hate confrontation, so I just kind of sit there and this isn't true, but okay. Do go on. That's fascinating. And then I'll have anxiety later about not understanding the situation or knowing something was off about it, but not knowing what. So anyway, so I guess this is telling you, you've got something in your environment to be very careful for. And it might not be malice. That's what I was saying earlier. It might not be malicious. It might be better. It might be something that's not, it just might not be malicious, but it might be, but it might not be, but it might be malicious. But also it could be just someone separated from their own true self, or someone who's too afraid to say something. In your to-do list is to go back to this time of innocence, to reconnect with maybe somebody from your past where the communication was easy, was fun, was playful. Look at you guys together here, playing here, communicating so easily. We have this communication thing, heading back to an innocent time, maybe just remembering a more innocent time, remembering when things were simpler, clearer, easier. The communication here is so easy, so imaginative. They're improvising here with flowers and cups, and one of them comes up with an idea and the other one says, oh, and we could do it like this too. And no one's like, no, we're not playing like that. We're playing like this. No one's controlling. Everything's just very easy. It's just this return to some sort of happier time, to someone from your past that felt very easy to connect with, to communicate with, or maybe even your to-do list is to connect with just that energy, that simple communication, that playful communication, not so much at stake, not so clinging to our identities that we have now as adults, but this open, exploring communication. That's your to-do list. You've got communication, and you need to be open about it, which is so weird, because why do you want to be one of these little innocent little babes with this energy lurking around? That's what's making me think that this is an unintentional deception, or a misunderstanding, or something just isn't as it seems, and someone may just be deceiving themselves, and you need to talk it out. Because why would tarot ask you to have this innocent? This little goat demon could eat these kids for breakfast, like. But you are supposed to, the key here is to return to some sort of innocent communication, some sort of connection, some sort of beautiful connection, back before everything happened, back when everything was a lot simpler. You return to a simple, straightforward communication. You return to expressing your joy and a playful connection with somebody. That's your job. That's your to-do list, is to bring that playful connection in, and that beautiful, simpler memory. Not everybody's childhoods were simple and easy, of course, and most of us have something in there that wasn't the greatest. But usually they're punctuated with at least some simplicity. So find those good memories from when you were a child and absorb yourself in them. What made them special? What made them good? And then your possible outcome here is this Eight of Pentacles. Lots of work. Get to work. My son had a book that was called Get to Work Trucks. So I have a very difficult time when he was little, and he loved the book, and we read it probably 10 times a day for maybe a year. I might be exaggerating, but I also might not be. I might be underreporting also. So I have a lot of difficulty saying get to work without adding trucks on the end of it. So this is the Get to Work Trucks card. It's lots of work to be done, lots of work lots of work ahead of you. That's where you're going. And it's engaging work. It's interesting work. I'm seeing this house on this hill back here, this sort of institution, symbol of civilization. Well, home and sort of civilization back here, and getting to work. So if you've been laid off, you might be getting called back to work. This is more of a relationship reading for you. You might be working on the relationship now and actually starting to make forward progress with that. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be having lots of work. It's going to be engaging and interesting, maybe a little repetitive at times, but it's there. All right, Libra, I hope that this reading does not freak you out with this Eva and Devil cards sitting around you in this this tower moment, doing whatever it's doing, either revealing or not revealing or bringing things together. I don't know. Most of the reading was good, but we do have this little evil devil, Eva devil, I guess is evil, thing sitting here that does create a little bit of a, what's that? So anyway, thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and your comments. I very much appreciate them, and I hope you have a wonderful week.